Hey, welcome to Jay Ballmer's garage stem wall video. HH, this is what I've got right here. 7-7, and I don't know what's going to happen on this thing. Jay's got a question on how his foundation built. I do all my foundations manually, so I don't know how he does his stuff. Anyway, I got a garage to find here. I got a bedroom to find here. This bedroom right here is defined with a floor under this room, so it should have, you know what, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to put this the floor of the garage at minus 24. Now I'm going to build the foundation. I want to see what happens. How do I build a foundation? I don't know. Build foundation. There it is. I guess this is the way you do it. I guess HG. Is that what he wants? Looks good to me. W. That looked good. Oh, wait, HG. I think that looked good to me. I think he. Anyway, let's look at the HF. Let's look at the framing. Ooh. Why don't I have my foundation showing? Walls foundation, because they're not showing. That's why. Let's see how this thing built. I think this built right, didn't it? Did this thing build right? Let's take a cross section through this thing and just see if we get what I think we should get. HF6. Look at this. I think it's okay. Look at the framing. Turn it all on. I got automatic framing on. Framing. I got all my framing right to there. Turn them all on. Anything wrong with that? I think it looks good to me. I think it looks good to me, doesn't it? Yeah, sill plate's in the right place. Now, suppose I want to come up here, here, I don't want I want the stem wall at a different height. I want the stem wall at, how about stem wall at minus 16? Let's see if it works now. Yeah, looks good to me still. Still looks good to me, Jay. Stem wall type, how about minus 20? Okay. Good to me, Jay. Now Jay wants, now this is where it gets a little tricky. He wants 1, 2, oops. Hang on a second. 1, 2, 2, 3. I think he wants the floor to hang off this wall. And if I want the floor to hang off of that wall, hang floor above on wall. I want the subflooring to go across the wall, and I don't want to. And I want to include a ledger. Now let's see what we get. I'm not sure what the poop is, Jay. It looks good to me, man. I know the sill plate's wrong. That's because I have it. See, I need an 8-inch wide sill plate. So if I want an 8-inch wide sill plate, I need to go into foundation defaults, build, the floor, foundation defaults. Where are my foundation defaults? You never find this stuff. Foundation, right there. Stop. Stop. Okay, foundation defaults. I want that sill plate to be bigger. I want it to be a 2x8 sill plate. Okay, so you got to get into foundation defaults. I don't know how you guys get into here. Here's default settings. I did a hotkey. That's how I got here. Foundation. Changed my width of my treated sill plate to 7.5, and I'm going to get a better sill plate. Now, and this is what bugs me. This freaking sill plate is the same width on every sill, on every stem wall. I don't necessarily want that all the time, but anyway, see, now it's a little bit bigger. Now, I think Jay would say, well, you don't have the floor platform. Yep, I don't. You don't have the floor platform hanging off of this wall here. Well, suppose I went ahead and did that and went hang above and include the ledger. Let's see what happens. I guess it works. I don't know what your problem is, Jay. Looks good to me, man. I don't know what your problem is. Now I would have built this manually, but look, I don't know what your poop is, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, Jay. I don't, man. I don't know. Uh, you see this stud right here? Why is that stud going all the way down to the ground? I don't know. And just so you know, that see, this is your sill plate. This is your concrete sill plate right there, and here's your sill plate for your wall above. And you have a gap between. Why do you have a gap between? Because the plywood's not showing. Why the plywood showing? I don't know. FFLO. How about floor surfaces? You think that's going to turn on my sill plate? I think it might. Yeah, now I got my sill plate. You got me. You got me. So it looks good to me, man. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. And hold on. Someone else said there's a bug too, but I don't see the bug. Hold on. Oh well, K-Bird said missing the floor, the plywood, and he said, "Is that a bug?" And I said, "It's not a bug, man. You got to turn on your floor." What I just turned on was, and I've done a bit on the video on this rooms. Oh, rooms. Now, if you turn on the rooms, what do I get? HR. If I turn on the rooms, I get the floor finish now too. If I turn off the rooms, I'm back to that thing again. If I turn off the rooms, go over here and turn off the floors now. There's two deals: floor surfaces and rooms. Turn off the floor surfaces. Now I lost the plywood. Now I want the plywood. I don't want the floor finish. Rooms. Turn rooms back on. I go back and forth on this. I can never figure it out. I don't get anything. So I gotta turn on the floors. I gotta turn on the floors. FLOO. Floors. Do I have to turn on floor surfaces? I have my rooms on. I have my rooms on. Rooms. Yeah, I turn on floor surfaces. And I never get this. I think this is the bug. But I don't want my floor finish. I want my plywood. I don't want the floor finish. And I've gone through this I've gone through this a few times, and sometimes I get the plywood, and sometimes I get the surface over the plywood. So to answer K-Bird's question, that's how you get your plywood there. And you get a little bit of Z fighting right there. I get that. So tab. There's my wall. Turn that off. Let's just see what happens when I turn that off. Yeah, it's that stud right there that kind of goes down. Yeah, I get that alert, and no, so I'll live with it. Hey, Jay, it works for me. I would have built this manually, but it looks like it works fine without being manual. And I even have, I don't get this. I think it won. Maybe this was a bug too, and they fixed this. But if I'm not mistaken, at one time you got two sill plates right there. You got a sill plate on top of the concrete foundation, then you got another. You got another sill plate, but now you only have one, which is sort of typical. But that's about right. That's right. That's right. So I'm going to turn on my walls foundation again. I'm going to turn this on. I forgot why I'm going to turn it on, but I'm going to turn it on for a second. Oh, I know I'm going to turn it on. Now I'm going to come over to here to grab this thing, and I'm going to move this down. Tab, -9. Pop. Now I'm going to go. All right, well, that's good. Up. I'm going to move it up 9. I'm going to put it right back where it's at. I'm going to auto detail this thing. Where's my auto detail button? Is that it? Auto detail. I don't ever auto detail. Here it is. I don't ever auto detail either, so I don't know where that is off the top of my head, but there it is. Auto detail. I don't know what your problem is, Jay. That's the end. Oh, Jay, I think wants the 25.5-inch sill plate. I think that's what he wants. This is what I would do. Stem wall is 25.5. So the wall is going to be 24 inches high plus 1.5-inch sill plate. I think that's what he wants. Let's see what we get. There it is right there. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Auto detail it. Is it 25.5 inches? 1. I think 25.5 should include the sill on top of the stem wall. Oh, that ain't what you wanted, Jay. You wanted the stem wall at 25.5 inches, didn't you? I think you want the floor at minus 18. How about that? Tab, tab, tab. 25.5. I don't know. Oh, Jay, you wanted a 1-1. Wait a second. You want a 25.5 inch sill plate. I'm not getting the sill plate that you wanted, am I? Oh, delete. Is this where your 25.5 inch sill plate is? 25.5. There, yeah, that's correct. You got a 25.5 inch sill plate on this side over here. That's controlling it. And so how do I control the height of this stem wall? Maybe that's your question. How do I control the height of that stem wall? I think I might get that. So if I come over to here, stem wall, how about making this 12? There you go. Now you're starting to control the garage stem wall height. MT to measure this thing. Okay, now I'm getting it. Now, do you understand what I just did? I went over. Look over here. I just defined the 25.5 inch stem wall height, and that defines, well, the left hand side of that wall underneath the crawl space. That wall. And I controlled that. Now the question is, how do I control this stem wall and this stem wall? And I just told you that I went over here and I went and I gave you a 12-inch stem wall. I gave you a 12-inch stem wall. So let's see if I did get the 12-inch stem wall over here, Jay. Delete, 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 delete. Did I get a 12-inch stem wall? MT to measure it. 12-inch stem wall. I got it, Jay. In fact, I'm gonna give you an 8-inch stem wall, Jay. Watch this. Watch this. The stem wall, 8 inches. Watch what happens. It went right up underneath that slab. Right up underneath that slab. Now here's the question. You understand that I was able to control the height of that wall, and half of that wall to the garage, and this wall here, I think. I was able to control that automatically via this. Now the garage stem walls are controlled by this height here. So if I want tab, if I want the footing for the garage stem wall to be the same height as this footing, I need to change MT, change that height by 2 inches. It looks like it's about 2 inches. Yeah, I hope you agree with me. It's probably 1.5. I better double check it. I better double check it just so you don't get mad at me. MT. I think it's what's the difference in height, right? I think it's a 2-inch difference. I think it's a 2-inch difference. Stem wall height 6. Pretty darn close. That's the same height, and that's the same. Yeah, I think I did it. It's a little fussy right here. I get that. And that might be a 5/8 inch difference or an 1/8 inch difference or something because of something else, and I ain't gonna find it. But essentially, I just get. Here you go, right there. It's all the same height. W, 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 W. No, HG. They're the same. That looks good to me. I don't know what your beef is. W, HF. Fire she blows, man. That ain't too bad. F6. I'm just goofing around now. Go up a level. Up here. UU. Change the floor to... No, change the stem wall. Top of the stem wall to minus 16. Let's see what happens. Oops. Control Z. Change the height of the stem wall. UU to stem wall top height. Minus 16. See that? I just raised the stem wall. I'm controlling the stem wall now. UU. Change the stem wall to 24. You like that? You like that better? That ain't too bad, man. That ain't too bad. Oh, what's not good though is look at this stem wall. Oh, you know what happened to this stem wall? Watch this. UU. I have to general structure default wall top height. Remember I manipulated the top of that wall? Remember I manipulated the top of that wall? Once I manipulated, even though I put it back to the original location, it's not defaulted anymore. Defaulted is fixed. You get what I'm saying, Jay? That's kind of cool, man. I think that's kind of cool, I think. For some reason, I think that's kind of cool. Suppose I go down here and HB to break it. HB to break it. I can't even break it. No, oh, BH to break. UU. What do you think happens here? Check that out, Jay. Now that I broke it, see, now I got that. Now I got the floor sitting on that wall if I wanted it, but on the other one I don't. You think the top height is defaulted? Yep, it is. Let me try one more thing. UU. I want it to hang, include a ledger. I don't want the subfloor to the wall in. I want the subfloor into the wall interior. That's not exactly what I was hoping for, because what I was hoping for was I want this to come up to there. There you go. It ain't working right. If that's what I wanted to do, if that's what I wanted to do, I would have to make this top wall a pony wall. The bottom half would be the concrete stem wall, and the top half would be the wood studs. You got me? Now we're getting a little trickier and doing some funnier stuff. But that's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to be done. DH. Yeah. Look at that mess. Tab. 3 to break. 3 to break. Pull it down like this. Just plan. Just plan, buddy. You got me? Go down a level. Take this. UU. Subflooring does not go to the interior. It comes to the exterior. There it is. It comes all the way out. You got what I'm saying? That ain't too cool because of whatever else. It's not great. But anyway, that's the end. That's the end. I'm done. I got to get done. It's the end.